Welcome back to the farm. Today we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna hop right in there. We're gonna disc up our field, and then we have a neighbor. I think he lives somewhere just behind us here, not too far away. I can't run there, of course, but he lives out back there somewhere, and he asked us to help make fields. He's a new-time farmer. He's a rich guy. He's got some tractors over there, and he says he has a plow over there too. So I guess we're going over there to help him. But, alrighty, let's get it started here. Disc is in that shed. But what tractor do you want to use? Ooh, 806 is calling my name, but so is the 706. They can both pull it pretty well. So can the case. Front loader. I don't want the front loader ones because they can come way more in handy during planting season, of course. So let's take this one out. Man, don't worry, she was warmed up earlier today. I just shut her off a couple minutes ago, so it's fine just to hop in her, fire up, and go. I like this one. It's got like a nice interior. It's probably my only cabbed over tractor. It's also got that blade attachment. It's a gorgeous tractor. 806s are definitely busy machines. Where's our... Oh, it's in the back there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna have to move the planter, and then we're gonna have to move... Then we can get the disc. Only the planter, I guess. I was gonna think there was two things ahead of it, but there's not. Only one. Alright, forwards a bit, back. Okay, we should be directly about here already. I'm gonna go attach that, and we'll get right back in to the cab once we get the disc on. And move this planter out of the way. Catch you guys in a minute. Oh yeah, she's definitely ready to go out into the field. Look at that, 806. She's a little older, but she's not too old. She's like 4 or 5 years old. She's definitely ready for the field. She might actually be newer than I'm thinking, but it's fine. She's new enough that she's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright, just go from here. Eventually we'll have a path here. Or make a second field here, one of the two. Look at that. Our neighbor owns a plow, so we might actually borrow that from him one day here. Because that makes this way better, way more efficient. I don't know what we're going to plant. I should actually take a good look at what seeds go in the ground during this month. We can get wheat and barley. No, barley and canola. That's what it is. Probably going to do barley then. What time does barley get harvested at? Okay. And we'll figure it out. This ground was originally oat ground, and if you go back and watch the other episodes, you'll see that all we ever do is just hop at it and do our best. I don't believe in failure. I believe in not trying to succeed. We have all the debt to remove, and we'll get it gone. Actually, I'll show you guys. We have a lot of debt. $265,000. That is way more than I've ever had in this game. So, the plan here is I'm gonna diss this up. So that was it for that field, and now we gotta make our way to our neighbor's house. He's asked us to plow his field. I don't know what he has for tractors or anything like that, so we'll go down there, we'll see what he has for a plow. He says it's something new, it's international. It's about all I know. Go to the hose connect here, we'll rinse this off, and we'll just park it out front, or put everything back. Later, we can shut her off here. Oh, did I leave her in gear? Oh, shoot. Alrighty, we can rinse off this whole blade here. I think we're plant later on. I think we're due oats again. So we're have to wait till next spring to plant. So we're gonna go do some of the work on his farm there for him, and then I think we're gonna take his plow down here and make a field here, because we have over here we have a huge, well, not very huge. We have a small section right here that I use for bales maybe, or another field. And then back behind our house, we have another small little indented. We have two of them. One here, I believe is part of our property. Let me just double check. Right where I'm standing, because right here we can also do a small little field that comes out and then into here. I think it's all part of our property. I can't tell. I'm right here. My edge of my character base is right here. That is part of the property. So we can come up here and to the road, up, back, and then go up to about here, and then turn, loop it in, up, and then wide here, in, and follow the tree line, and sort of just avoid the hole, and around back. We could do that, or we can just bail it all. I don't know yet. But for sure, we have to go to his property and go work on his field. He asked us to. We said we would. He's going to give us a couple $100. So we're going to take the truck and get the least amount of love. Back we go. Just so you guys see that I don't just drive the Chevy. I do like my little Ford. It's a great little piece of equipment. I want you guys to tell me which farm you guys like better. This is my farm. It's pretty nice. It's pretty chill. I've got, your average equipment. I got a silo, your shed, bale storage, all that. I've got one field. This guy has one field too, but he has more money than me. We'll make our way up there. Ford's such a great vehicle to drive. It's actually a little bit farther away than what I recalled it being, so. No popo, no stoppo. No cop, no stop. Let's keep it going. Yeah, the Ranchero is definitely a beast of a vehicle. It just looks really cool. As you can see the silo from here. I didn't even signal, I just went. This silo, he owns no fields though, so. This house is way, way up there. It's the flower building that you can see. And then he's got a little shed here, but I can see there. Only actually been here once. He's got a little Chevy also, but his is red. Don't think he has a Ranchero though, so. Ooh. Okay. He told me he wants one field for sure here. Well, a big area to plow out, but figure it out. The keys are in everything, so. First stop here to see where his tractors are. The plow here too, it is already. It seems to have a 1206 here. Okay, shut this off. Look at that. That's such a cool looking car. Already. So he's got a 1206 Peterbilt, an 830, 3020, a 105 like us, but it's a corn special. With a John Deere corn header, 6-row. Yeah, already. What does he have an 830 for if he only has that and that? I feel like the 1206 is meant to pull this plow. It's his biggest tractor, that's awful. Oh, maybe the keys aren't in it. Maybe he put the keys somewhere. I'll find them. Then I'll get back to you guys. Alrighty, they're right here on this wooden platform. I found the keys. Well, that warms up. We are gonna quickly make sure we have all our food from our trucks. Let's go on in here, make sure we grab everything, and I'm gonna sit here and listen to some music for a minute. He definitely has more expensive tractors than me. Like, look at this. I love the Farmall here with the International plow in the back. It's a very nice International chisel plow. I don't know how big it is, but he's got the attaching, what are they called, extensions to it. So he's got the one here, the one here. I think some of them actually ended up with 3, or I'm not sure. But 2 is a lot to extend. I think he would have put another blade back here just to make sure, so one in between. Oh, never mind. It's not even built like that at the back. Alrighty. I thought they were doubled up, but they're not. They're all spaced out already. Let's hop on in. This is a nicer cabin than my 806. This has to be almost brand new. Well, maybe I'm gonna guess 65, 66. So like a year or 2 old. Alrighty, let's get over here. Don't know how he wants this field made, but that's the indent here. The indents are what matters here. Says there's one that's almost like his roadway, so, and he wants it to be on that, so it's easier for him to get up. So I think we're gonna start right here. It's not gonna be a perfectly square field, but it will be a field, and he will have it for free. Well, not really free, but for really cheap. I'm not charging very much to do this, so probably gonna have me plant it and everything, or he'll do it himself. Who knows? He must have 2 trucks, or maybe he has the 1 truck. I don't know. Apparently up at his house, so and I don't plan to go speak with the guy. I just get my work done, mind my own business. He can mind his own business. He can make his money, I can make the money he's gonna pay me. Whatever that is, I have not actually asked for a specific amount yet, so let's get the outline done first. Then we'll build the whole field from there. Is that an indent? I'm not sure. I'm always worried about driving in indents, especially with other people's equipment. It'll be a decent sized field in my opinion. Not the biggest, but it's definitely not going to be one of the smallest ones. A little hill here, so we go around it. So we can go down it nicely. Combine has to be able to do it, so we can't do stuff like too crazy. This combine has to be able to do his field, so that hill has to stay. We can't just do the side of the hill. But that is okay, because we just follow this way. This has got to be one of the biggest fields I'm ever going to make. Unless he wants one on the other side, but I think he's just going to have that mowed out. Who knows? We'll see. Do a little bubble there. Take up as much of the room as we can. We got a long ways to go. We'll be up by his house in no time though. Especially with this thing, we're probably moving at 7 or 8 miles an hour. This 1206 is a beefy tractor. My 806 would not be able to pull this plow. I can tell you that. It'd be able to pull like one really small version of this plow, but not this one. This has to be a 17 shank or something like that. Maybe a 15 shank. Shank, I just counted. My goodness. I could pull a 13 shank probably, maybe, with my little International 806. Said not all the way to the house either, so I'm gonna assume he doesn't want me to go as far as I planned to, because I was originally planning to go behind the house, but he said not all the way to the house. So I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna follow the road line. I think his combine can definitely do this. I'm hoping. I guess we'll find out. Well, if it's a fixed header, it should definitely be fine. It's only a 6-row. It's not like he's pushing a 12-row or an 8-row. The least he could do is buy a 4-row at most if he had to. Just so he can fit there, right? So we will see. I'm gonna go straight here, because that's where it gets a little steep. Look at the bumps, you can see the huge indents. That's where we come down and just follow it. Alrighty. This isn't a bad looking field, I don't think. Okay, and there's the ditch. So if we follow the ditch line, we should hit. He wants me to actually, one time here, bring my bucket here and try and build him a field entrance. Said there was one at one point, but I don't see it. So I must just have to push the dirt up from one side or drag it down from the hill and build him a field entrance. Said there was one, but I don't see it, so. Or he can actually just drive and start from up there. Or start from by his house. That might be a little steep. We're about to find out. Oh no, that's not bad. Combine can definitely go through that. Okay, we won't really, I don't know if we can really curve it into this, but no sake in not trying, right? That's pretty good. Okay, well, from there, I guess we'll turn around and we'll go the other way, and we can start a time lapse. Because this will probably be 2 hours-ish of just plowing. So, let's get. So we made his field for him. We're pretty much done here. We can now go talk to him about payment, and I seen him over by his barn, so we're gonna make our way there. I'm assuming he's over there because his truck's over there. I originally thought he was in his house, but no one came out to come talk to me from the house. When we were really close to it, no one came out and talked to me from the barn, so it's very confusing. But his truck's still by the barn, so we'll go over to the barn. I think this is the oldest truck in the area. I think most people have upgraded their vehicles to be either Chevys or Dodges. Let's park it right here and we'll go talk to the guy. We got $1,200 from that, so that's not bad. Not bad at all, especially for, oh my goodness. Especially since wage right now is way lower. It's like $5-6 an hour, and he gave me $1,200. I got paid like maximum wage. That more than covers my gas to get here, my everything. That covers everything. Heck, that even covers about a portion of what I paid for almost a new tractor. This man overpaid me. I love my little 3 on a tree. Super fast. Whoa. We're doing about 50 miles an hour. Oh, we're dead. So dead. That crash would have... Well, I don't know if we would have died, but... The car definitely would have. That was directly to the driver's side at 50 miles an hour. That's 80 kilometers an hour, or give or take a few. There's our amazing farm. We were just getting back. That guy actually has 2 silos. One like ours, and then one not like ours. We're gonna take a deep in look at his farm one day. His house is like a white version of ours. Our house is nice and red. Gotta put all his equipment away too, so. He's got, I think, the exact same leggings as us. 2 350. Kills Bros wooden extensions. And bring this thing right up here. Probably still in gear. Back a bit. There we go. I actually don't know what the transition this thing is. It confuses me each time. Okay. I don't know which I like better, the Chevy or the Ford. Chevy definitely makes hauling really easy, but like, that's about it. It's a little K10. I don't know. They're both great trucks. If any of them were to be destroyed, I'd be slightly saddened. I think we actually already washed this. Looks pretty clean. This isn't a washer, by the way. This is the Dirtnator. I use it for RP purposes. I know it's probably been seen a lot in my inventory. So when I go to park broken equipment or something, I just cover it in dirt and park it in the bushes. Adds to the effect that it looks way more worn down, because rust doesn't exist in this game. I wish it did. It made the game much more realistic, but rust does not exist. Let's get the... yeah, let's get this put in the back there. And... we'll call it a day there. I actually don't know if we're even need many of our other tractors. We have 2 tractors that we might never use. Let's get this plow off. Jack down, plow up. Let's roll it out of here. This is definitely my favorite tractor. I just love the way it looks. It looks like it's meant to go to work. I also did tell my neighbor up there, I cannot remember his name. I don't even think he has a name. I only have didn't think I've ever asked him for it, so I did ask him why he doesn't have duals on his big tractor. He says he's got duals, he just hasn't installed them yet. So the next time we see it, it'll be plowing a lot better. Get this off. Oh. Should find a log for this so I don't have to keep picking it up and dropping it. Yeah, take this thing back to the shed. I don't know which tractor will become my most used by the end of this, but we're starting 1966, at the farm. And this thing came in used and has already become my favorite out of my tractors. I think it'll be here for as long as it can last. Sure as heck hope if I end up retiring ever, that ever I retire the farm to use this thing and doesn't get rid of it. Hopefully it cannot go in there. It must come from around this corner here. Now I don't even remember where I got this one from. It came with a blade too. This thing's just my versatile tractor. I back it all the way in. Forwards a bit because we're driving on the wood. I don't know, actually maybe stone, I am not sure. Doesn't really affect me, whatever it is. I can't tell what my fuel is at, but that's okay. She's not empty. That or the 1030 is a great tractor too. I don't know if I keep the 706. Or, we're gonna have to get rid of one eventually. Maybe not. I don't know. I know this is definitely also one of the most used tractors on this farm. This thing does a good portion of the starting work. The planter and the seeder, if we end up with two fields eventually, we can have one of our friends run one of these on a planter and the other one on a seeder, or vice versa, and throw me on the seeder. It won't really matter, and then we end up actually needing both these, so maybe I should not get rid of them, because small bit of growth, and we will end up having to use both at once. That 806, though, can also pull a bigger planter, like, I don't know, we can get an international planter, but I think they're a little new. Only a little, I believe. Where are their cedars? Yeah, they might be a little new. 76. This is 70s, it has to be. Yeah, you don't want that. Well, that might actually be late 60s, like 67, 68. It should still not right now. And then we have the B. The B is the only one that I know is from like the 50s, 60s. Old, pretty old. What do we have for discs? Just this one, right? Yeah. This is just international. This is 70s. If you do the rim color the right color. And you do the springs the right color. And you got yourselves a 70s international little thing. Either way, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We have all the equipment we need. We did the plowing on we did the disking on our field, and it came out pretty good. Brought all the stubble in, mixed it in. We did the plowing of our neighbor or our friend, or what do you want to call him? I think he's just south of us actually. I can't even see. He is just south, so southwestish of us. That's west there. So southwestish of us. And somebody is going to be building either straight north, northeast, or west across the river. I don't know. I'm going to have to find somebody to come run a couple of these farms, so there's actually people to talk to. Until then, that's it for this episode. I hope you guys liked. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.